here we go. All right. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching us once again. This is another night of Celemani Dota, and I'm Coach here to bring to you a Silver League game tonight. This is between Stay in School, a returning team. They were one of the first teams actually to play with us, and Adventure Time. Adventure Time is a new team in our series. Yeah, this is gonna be their first time playing. So, as usual, this is gonna be a best of 3, and the winner of the best of 3 series does take home a prize, one treasure chest of their choice per player. So, just a little bit of something at stake. But here we go, into the draft. All right, so apparently it's Stay in School. They're gonna go with the first ban and first pick as well. So once again, we are currently in a state of flux between two metas. I think the old meta of pushing towers early on has been slowly fading away and transitioning into late game oriented kind of meta. But Stay in School, ban out Tinker. Now Tinker, I think, is not so wise ban right now because Tinker has been nerfed severely in the 6.82 patch. The March of the Machines no longer affects the Ancient Creeps, so that severely affects Tinker's ability to farm. It will take Tinker much longer for him to reach the Boots of Travel and Soldering combo, and that's a lot of time before he can be actually of use to the team and start snowballing with more farm and pushing potential. But either way, Tinker's been banned, and Adventure Time reply with Batrider ban as well. Batrider, haven't seen Batrider played in quite a while, but it's an okay ban, I suppose, because Batrider is still one of the heroes that can take out any hero right before an engagement begins, so you can start a team fight 4-on-5 right on the get-go. Stay in School, ban out Skywrath Mage. Good idea, because Skywrath Mage is still one of the most picked supports in our series, and I think it's really common that Skywrath Mage is picked as the first pick, if not one of the first 4. But Brewmaster, a bit of a nerf in the laning phase. Was nerfed in the Drunken Brawler. Yeah, the Drunken Brawler passive was nerfed. Longer cooldown for the auto dodge and crit, but still very potent with the Primal Split. Right now, Stay in School do have the first pick, and they have quite a variety of options, and they go with the Sand King. Okay, so this is unusual. Maybe we'll see a different kind of strategy laid out with the Sand King, but either way, it's a first pick. It's not typically your first pick kind of hero, but Stay in School, they go with Sand King. So let's see where this goes. This is gonna be interesting either way. And Adventure Time, in reply to the first pick of Stay in School, they do have the back-to-back pick after that. So let's see where this goes. Okay, so they go with the Doom. Doom, typically first band right now is picked. Very potent hero, I would say, in the farming phase, just because of that. Doom can really accelerate how much gold he picks up, and lets him come online a bit earlier than other heroes, I suppose, especially offlaners. He can farm independently of getting right clicks because of that Devour, and once he gets to level 6, he's just a guaranteed kill almost if you go on any just one target hero, because it shuts down hero pretty much completely. Nyx Assassin is picked by Adventure Time. Alright, so not really also a very common first round pick, but interesting nonetheless. I want to see how this is laned, because Nyx Assassin is typically laned in a tri-lane, but sometimes Nyx Assassin is also played mid, depending on the opposing mid hero. So we might be able to see a Nyx Assassin mid in this series, and I think that's one of the rarer kind of plays we've seen so far. I don't think I've seen Nyx Assassin quite lately in our series. It's been a while, if ever at all. I wish Salamini were here to check on our stats. Normally he would bring up our database and check how many times Nyx Assassin has been played, but sadly it's just me for tonight. I am Coach Dota and I'm solo casting. All right, so. So Witch Doctor, okay. Pardon my delay there. Witch Doctor, picked up by Stay in School. Okay, so still no Faceless Void. Typically, you would see Witch Doctor picked after a Faceless Void, but Witch Doctor with the Sand King, still good team fight potential right there. There we go. Adventure Time. So Adventure Time bans out Faceless Void. Okay, so Witch Doctor's already been taken. The natural combo for that Faceless Void is banned out. Stay in School. They ban out Invoker. Okay, very reasonable hero to ban out. And Lycan, of course. Lycan is still very powerful in this patch, even with the transformation nerf. What's that? Is that Metamorphosis? No, that's Terrorblade. His ult. Yeah, there was a nerf to Lycan's ult. But either way, yeah. Still bannable material right there. And Adventure Time, ban out Tidehunter. Okay, so they don't want the big team fight happening for Stay in School. You have the Sand King Epicenter, and it's quite easily comboed with the Tidehunter Blink in Ravage. You know, if you get Blink in Ravage before the Sand King can Epicenter, then it's pretty much a guaranteed setup for you to get a big team fight nuke going on. But Stay in School, okay, so they pick up the Viper right now. This is almost definitely going to be their mid. Viper mid is very formidable to go up against. I don't think there's anyone who can guarantee that they can lane properly against a Viper one-on-one solo, just because Viper is very, very geared towards the laning phase. Corrosive Skin protects him from harass. The Nether Toxin guarantees him last hits, and the Poison Attack lets him harass as well. He does have a downside of having a relatively low movement speed. I think it's 285. But still, if you're laning, your positioning is much more important than your move speed. So, yeah, it's still going to be hard to deal with Viper either way. But Adventure Time, okay, so they pick up the Storm Spirit. This is probably going to be their mid, okay, instead of the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin is probably not going to be mid this game, especially since they're going to be dealing with a Viper. So it's probably Storm Spirit versus a Viper. Now, this is a matchup I'm not really sure how to gauge this setup, because I would say that Viper still has an advantage until Storm Spirit hits that level 6. The Ball Lightning will allow Storm Spirit to pretty much escape whatever Viper is dishing out. But until then, yeah, Storm Spirit is still liable to get picked off by the Viper until he gets that Ball Lightning and escape going on for him. But I suppose if you can gank Viper, then it's going to be a different story, because Viper doesn't really work well towards the later stages of the game. Very much Viper is very much at his peak at the early game to the mid game. Late game, I guess he's still okay, but he's not as useful as a fully loaded Storm Spirit, for example, with a BKB, because he can pretty much function like Bat Rider in that case. Whereas Viper is just gonna be a right-clicking tool for them. But Stay in School, okay, so they have the Puck. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Maybe I was wrong in setting the Viper as the mid. It might be the Puck who's gonna go up in the middle lane for Stay in School against the Storm Spirit, maybe. But then again, I've also seen off-lane Pucks and Viper as well. I've also seen off-lane Viper, so it might be dependent on who Stay in School are gonna be comfortable with putting up in mid. Usually it's gonna be up to the player, up to the mid player. If one of you is much more comfortable in going mid, and you just let that player select which one he wants to play. And sometimes it's more up to the player ability than the hero itself. So we might see that choice for Stay in School come up. But the last set of bans are gonna come up. Centaur Warner, banned out by Adventure Time. Okay, so less team fight potential for Saint School since they already have big team fight going on. They have Sand King, Witch Doctor, and Puck. And yeah, Centaur Warner, the free blink guy, free movement in and out of engagements. So yeah, you don't want to give that to a Sand King as well. But Stay in School, they ban out the Weaver. Okay, so pretty much the pattern of Stay in School is I think they've been banning out heroes that are hard to deal with individually. Tinker is a nuisance to deal with individually. So is Invoker and Lycan and Weaver. The Skywrath Mage pretty much more well-rounded than the other heroes. But Adventure Time, we see that their bans are pretty much oriented towards banning team fight capable heroes. So a bit of variance there in drafting philosophies. Okay.
5 seconds remaining.
But the last picks are gonna come out, and Adventure Time. Okay, they still have quite a bit of time. Still have a minute of reserve time. Right now, they have a well-rounded lineup, but I think they really need a right-clicking hard carry right now, and one of the most popular I think in this meta would be Spectre, just because Spectre is really potent in the late game. But they go with Juggernaut. All right. Okay, so a bit of a confession time. Juggernaut is my favorite hero, but I haven't been playing Juggernaut lately because I feel that Juggernaut has been quite underwhelming, and a lot of other heroes just have much more potential than Juggernaut in every stage of the game. You know, he's not really the best laner or the best ganker or the best late game carry. Juggernaut has a bit of everything, but not really a focused role. So yeah, I haven't been playing with Juggernaut too much, but I wish Juggernaut would get a buff or two just so I could play with him more. But Wraith King, okay, so Wraith King is definitely one of the most popular carries this meta, and even in the previous patch, the 6.81 patch, Wraith King was very popular because you could transition him from a support into carry later on, just because the reincarnation is so hard to deal with, especially because it gives that AoE slow debuff. Yeah, but right now a bit of a nerf. The mana cost of reincarnation was buffed by 40 from 120 to 160, so that might make a difference. Let's just see how this plays out. So yeah, this is Salamene Dota. Once again, I am Coach, and this is Stay in School versus Adventure Time, game 1 in the best of 3. Alright, so Stay in School. At the Radiant side, we have Life on the Puck. We have on the Wraith King, Frappuccino, General as a stand-in, playing Witch Doctor, Fitzcherry on the Sand King, and Gugu Gaga, yeah, on the Viper. Might be going somewhere else. But on the opposite side, we already see a movement from the Dire. It's Adventure Time. Haunted on the Doom. On the Nyx Assassin, we have Eerie. We have Magmag on the Juggernaut. Ancient Apparition played by Das Vidania. And Smarsh on the Storm Spirit. Alright, so we see an immediate movement coming in from Adventure Time. They're already pinging out. They're hoping to catch someone out here. And, you know, sometimes the best strategy against these early game movements is just to stay in under the towers, and I've seen this quite a lot actually. Just stay under the towers, and sometimes you force your opponent to waste a smoke, to burn a smoke on you. But yeah, no smokes were expended here. Instead, Adventure Time was able to plant a ward here to prevent the spawn of the pull camp. Doom has a double damage rune, not gonna be able to make too much use of that, however. But Nyx Assassin does get a happy bonus with the first bounty rune of the game. So both runes secured at the 0 minute mark, and everyone's proceeding to the laning. Now, here in mid we see the Puck going up against the Storm Spirit. Now this is a more traditional lineup. Pretty much, this is gonna be stale, I think. I would say until level 6. Unless Puck gets quite a bit of harass on Storm Spirit, because Puck is the one hero that can dive here in this situation. He can dive the Storm Spirit. So if the Storm Spirit gets into a low level of HP, Puck can actually dive for the kill, whereas Storm Spirit can't really initiate and chase until he gets the level 6 Boil Lightning. Here on top, it's a tri-lane versus tri-lane. It's the offensive tri-lane for... no, it's a dual lane versus a tri-lane. It's actually a dual lane by Stay in School. They have the Viper and the Sand King. Alright, they're able to bring out quite a bit of harass on the Juggernaut. And however, here we see the Ancient Apparition able to pull. Now he has a double stack of creeps to pull. Yeah, so a bit of EXP advantage there for Adventure Time. But yeah, they're gonna get contested by Stay in School right now. Yeah, a bit of an harass there on the Nyx Assassin from the Viper. The Sand King doesn't have mana for the Sandstorm, so that's kind of unfortunate. He could have just stood here and just activated Sandstorm and leached EXP and dealt a bit of damage to the Adventure Time heroes right there. So yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity there, but I think they're doing okay in the lane. It's a tri-lane versus a dual lane, and it's okay, I guess, if you're not dying. As long as you're not dying to the tri-lane. Juggernaut's getting a bit harassed, but the Viper's fallen behind in terms of EXP. He's only gotten 1 last hit and 1 deny, and the Sand King has 5 last hits. Actually, he has more last hits than the Viper, and that shouldn't be, because it's supposed to be the Viper that should be farming. Should be prioritizing Viper to farm. But in any case, this dual lane versus tri-lane setup is looking to be pretty much okay for both sides. However, we see a bit of an aggression coming in from Adventure Time. Not gonna pursue any further. Viper is harassed to half health, and so is Sand King. But now they have the creep momentum towards the tower, and yeah, they should be getting a bit of an EXP burst from this. However, on this side, they did manage to plant a ward here. So they see a courier, and this is gonna be rewarded, however, shortly. But the ward was able to disrupt, yeah, a minute of or so of creep pulls for on that side. So let's take a peek at the bottom lane, since the top lane is kinda stale right now. The Doom is already at level 4 with 9 last hits, and what I assume is the second Devour already, or maybe the third. So Doom, quite a bit of a net worth right now, 1,300. So doing quite well. Actually, 11 last hits, 12 last hits, and 13 last hits. Right up there in the top. So Doom doing well. This Wraith King also not too bad. Has the same amount of last hits pretty much as the Doom, but the Doom does have the advantage of being in the solo lane, so he gets more EXP, and the Devar is gonna add to the net worth of the Doom all in all. So I guess the Radiant here, Stay in School, are gonna play not too aggressive here. They're not going full aggro on the Doom. They're not really zoning him out. But here on the mid lane, the river, I think they saw an illusion or something. Wasn't able to get anyone, but okay, so the Wraith King right now is being pursued by the Doom. The Wraith King picks up a regen rune, but immediately gets cancelled by the Doom's Scorched Earth. Yeah, so nothing gonna happen from there. The Doom is chasing the Wraith King, being quite adamant about it. The Nyx Assassin is moving there. Gets a stun on the Wraith King, and would this be first blood? No, the Wraith King is just too tanky, and the Witch Doctor heal is bringing him back up to half health, so not too low. Puck, however, is moving in. He has the Illusory Orb. Still no level 6, still no Dream Coil, so doesn't have the lockdown for the Nyx Assassin, but the stun from the Wraith King comes in, and not enough damage from the ranged heroes to bring the Nyx Assassin down. But still, that's quite low for the Nyx Assassin. I would guess that he has to stay back for a while. Has a Tangos, can just regenerate for a bit, stand there behind the tower. But everything's going gonna go back to normal. Still no first blood 5 minutes into the game. In terms of last hits, yeah, right now on the top is Storm Spirit. Hasn't really moved out of this lane so far. He's been able to farm a lot more than the Puck. The Puck is at 13 and the Storm Spirit is already at 23 actually. So in net worth, yeah, he's already 2,200 and already has that level 6. So does have the potential to initiate on this Puck if he finds an opportune moment to do so. Maybe get a bit of an harass, and maybe you can dive if the Puck and the creep wave isn't really too close to the tower. But either way, yeah, it's still hard to take down a Puck because the phase shift and the Illusory Orb can also be a great way of escaping even a Storm Spirit dive. But right now here we have a bit of an harass from the Puck. That's the Waning Rift, doing quite a bit of damage to the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit does have a bottle, But here we have the movement from the Doom. Doom has the level 6 already. The Doom can go off on the puck, and the puck will have no way to escape once if the Doom moves in. And the Doom is moving in, and will he? Okay, the Doom is cast. The Storm Spirit moves in with the Ball Lightning and pulls the puck, and this might be the first blood. Puck is low, and the first blood is drawn by the Doom. Okay, so that was a 3-man rotation to the mid. Took the puck, and either way, that's a bit of an advantage going for Adventure Time. Yeah, so that's only 650 gold, but 6 minutes in, 7 minutes in, that should be quite a bit of a difference. Let's take a short peek at the net worth right now of the teams. Was even right now, maybe 1,500 in favor of Adventure Time. Not too much really, but yeah, a bit visible. And EXP earned, yeah, definitely a lot more for Adventure Time, because yeah, the puck actually made some rotations and wasn't able to take advantage of that. Just lost EXP in the mid, and the Storm Spirit, well, they did get the first blood, and that's also EXP going their way. So let's see what Stay in School have right now. They have a bit of farm on the Wraith King. Yeah, Wraith King is doing okay, I guess. 28 last hits against the Doom's 24, but the Doom also got the kill on the puck and also has the Devour. Still has the Devour. Actually, not being too greedy, only has 2 levels on Devour, so not really maxing that out. I guess he's going for a bit of aggro potential with the Scorched Earth. Yeah, more oriented towards killing people, I suppose, as opposed to killing creeps. So that's okay, I suppose, because he has managed to take down the puck early on. Right now, he has Doom on cooldown again. And okay, so cast Doom on the Witch Doctor. He doesn't have mana for the Ensnare, but might be able to take down this Witch Doctor just through right clicks. And the Witch Doctor will get denied. Oh wow, that was such a clutch play from the Wraith King. Last second deny there on the Witch Doctor. But right now, they are diving the Wraith King. The Wraith King suddenly has no mana to cast the Reincarnation. Toggles quickly to the Power Trench. Quick thinking from the Wraith King. Almost lost it there. But right now he does have the 160 mana required again. And wow. Okay, so in this end, the puck is getting chased by the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit no longer has any mana to follow that up. But the Witch Doctor is moving in towards the Storm Spirit. Casts one cast. Doesn't really bounce. So not really gonna do anything there. They see the Doom as well, but going in different ways. So I think the pursuit is gonna end there. The puck actually has a double damage rune active, and might want to cast the Dream Coil on Storm Spirit right now, and does. Storm Spirit is caught out in the Dream Coil. Puck goes for the silence, and however is caught out by the Storm Spirit and Ancient Apparition there. Probably didn't expect that the Ancient Apparition was gonna be there, so instead the puck died to the Storm Spirit, was it? Yeah, the Storm Spirit got the kill. And wow, that's right now 2 kills for Adventure Time, 0 for Stay in School, 3 actually if you count the denies. And we have a bit of the warding action here. Yeah, I think Ancient Apparition placed the ward there, but the high ground still goes to Stay in School. Just because the ward is already here. So a failed ward there. However, let's take a look on the other lanes. Right now, Juggernaut has 24 last hits, doing quite well actually. The Viper still only has 16 last hits, has level 5, maybe 2-3 creep waves away from the level 6. Puck has to phase shift away. This Storm Spirit gonna fall though, so that's gonna be the first kill for Stay in School. Almost fell into the trap right there set by the Ancient Apparition. Was able to avoid the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast with the phase shift. And yeah, they managed to turn that around on the Storm Spirit and got a kill on the Storm Spirit instead. So right now, Sand King managed to dig a tunnel here with his Tangos. Yeah, Tango this way through. So he can do a bit of a backstab here on the Juggernaut if he wants to play a bit of aggressive. But the Juggernaut does have the Blade Fury, so a lot of magic immunity there. Oh, look at this. They're so close, but they don't see each other, I'm sure. The Nyx Assassin... okay, they're gonna see the Sand King movement, so they know that there's a clearing of 3s here, so they might want to stay away from this area from here on out. But now, yeah, we see a 4-man push of Stay in School here on the top lane. No one's gonna come in to defend yet, but here we go. We have a TP from Doom. We have a stun on the Sand King. Sand King still has the epicenter, but the Doom is cast on the Viper. The Sand King might fall, but gonna cast the epicenter first and is stunned by the Nyx Assassin. The epicenter got cancelled actually, and now the puck is gonna fall also. The Viper, low on health, still gonna survive the Doom, but not gonna survive the Storm Spirit. And now the Witch Doctor is the last man standing, and wow, that's 4-0 for Adventure Time, and the score is now 1-7. In their lead. And right now, yeah, we have 2,200, 2,300 gold exchange in favor of Adventure Time, and they might be able to take a tower on top of that. Yeah, it was originally Stay in School looking to push this top lane of tower, but yeah, right now the aggro is on the side of Stay in School themselves. The Sand King's moving in, channels the Sandstorm, and right now we have a counter movement. Storm Spirit getting low. Sand King doesn't have the stun quite ready yet. Storm Spirit's able to escape. The Nyx Assassin gonna cast a stun on the Sand King. Sand King gonna be not able to move. Puck has Waning Rift in a second and able to pull that off. Right now Nyx Assassin is getting low. Nyx Assassin falls. The Puck doesn't have the Dream Coil yet, so not gonna be able to follow up on the Doom. The Doom actually has the blink already, so a lot of mobility there for the Doom. Doom can initiate and disengage quite easily now. But yeah, so a bit of an overextension right there for Adventure Time. And okay, so that's 1,000 gold back, and right now they're gonna take this tower. This tower wasn't denied earlier on, so yeah, that's the first tower of the game, it seems like. And that's going to go for Stay in School. Okay, so that's a bit of an advantage their way. Net worth, yeah, a while ago around 5k in favor of Adventure Time, but right now heading upwards, yeah, much back upwards towards Stay in School. So we have smoke rotation right now. The Sand King gonna catch the Ancient Apparition with the stun. Puck gonna follow that up, and the Wraith King as well with the Wraith Fire Blast. So yeah, that's just immediate burst down of the Ancient Apparition. Stay in School still showing that they have a lot of fight in them. Right now the Doom has a haste, and Doom's out the Puck. The Puck right now can't escape, and the Storm Spirit moves in and just ensures that this Puck is gonna fall. So reinforcements are there, however. The Viper strikes, but misses because of the Doom blink, and Storm Spirit just ball lightnings away, and that's gonna be the end of that. So yeah, Adventure Time, while they moved to respawn, they weren't really able to catch out Stay in School, I mean. They moved to respawn but weren't able to catch out anyone from Adventure Time just because they have such high mobility. The Doom has a blink and the Storm Spirit has the ball lightning. So yeah, it's gonna take a lot more effort for Stay in School to catch out those two heroes unaware. Even the Sand King, even the Nyx Assassin actually. The Nyx Assassin doing a backstab on the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor gonna fall to the 1-2 combo. But Nyx Assassin getting low. The Viper might just take this down. But the Storm Spirit re-engages and they take down the Wraith King. The Wraith King is gonna reincarnate. The Storm Spirit is getting low, but the Storm Spirit has the Envy Rune, so gonna be able to escape. This Viper, however, is left unattended right now. The Puck moves in, Dream Coils the Doom and the Ancient Apparition. The Ancient Apparition getting low. The Ancient Apparition is gonna fall from the Puck. The Doom is next. The Doom is gonna get hit by the Viper. Magic Wand action gonna happen there, but not gonna be enough. The Storm Spirit still on the Envy Rune, not gonna be able to help his teammates. So wow, that's a long fight, and that's a 3 versus 3 exchange, and that goes in favor of Stay in School actually, because they got 1,049 gold on top of that, and Storm Spirit almost got stunned there by the Wraith King, but the Storm Spirit just had enough mana to cast just one short ball lightning. The Wraith King actually also has a Blink Dagger already, so they might be able to chase out the Doom if they wanted to, or the Storm Spirit. So in terms of net worth, yeah, game's pretty much back even. Experience a bit in favor of Adventure Time, but not too much. And the top tower for Stay in School is denied. So yeah, that's lost gold for Adventure Time right there. And the story of the game is pretty much, I would say, even though the score is 7-10, the game is pretty much dead even at this point. Nyx Assassin moving in with the Vendetta, might get a hit on this Puck, will get a hit on this Puck, and this Puck will fall for the, how many time is that? 5th time. And the Witch Doctor as well died here in the top lane. I think it was the Jug who killed that, or I'm not sure who took down the Witch Doctor. I kind of missed it. But right now, yeah, Adventure Time is gonna take something back. This tower's gonna fall. But right now, they catch the Vipers. Vipers doom. And Viper's gonna fall to the Juggernaut. The Wraith King does not have Reincarnate. So it's kind of tricky position for him to be in. And shatters from the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast. Epicenter is channeled. Right now, the Storm Spirit, low on health. But doesn't fall still. So that's 3 for nothing, 4 for nothing exchange so far. The Witch Doctor casts the ulti, but does nothing. Been cancelled by the Nyx Assassin, or was it the Storm Spirit? Either way, the ult was cancelled, and the Witch Doctor falls quite easily. So wow. While the game seemed to be turning around for Stay in School, a lot of missed plays right there, and the game goes right back in favor of Adventure Time. Okay, and EXP earned, yeah, definitely gone their way. So in terms of net worth, yeah, we can see that the Storm Spirit is definitely ahead as the mid laner for Adventure Time. He has 6,300 gold right now, quite a bit of an advantage. The Juggernaut, however, yeah, he also has a lot of gold, 6,200, worth more than the Doom. Actually has 3 kills. I'm not sure who he's managed to kill so far. I think he got a kill on the Wraith King a while ago, but I'm not sure who else he's managed to kill. But either way, he's second place in the kill chart right now, and for good reason actually. He didn't actually move off the top lane for too long, but right now they got another kill off of the Puck. The Puck has died 6 times already, just because the Star Spirit has the superior initiation. The Viper Strike hits the Storm Spirit, and the Storm Spirit might fall to the Maledict. Gonna TP out just to be sure. The Wraith King going behind the tower. Not gonna do much on the Nyx Assassin, and the Death Ward right there is wasted. Bit of a waste, but right now they have 4 here on the mid, and Adventure Time is kind of low on HP, so they might not be able to react to this properly. So Stay in School might be able to just take down this tower without much contestation. But right now on the top, we see Juggernaut just farming away. Might not be able to take down this tower, but still gonna get a decent amount of farm from that. The Wraith King blinks, but is stunned actually by the Carapace. The Sand King blinks with the epicenter, but the Juggernaut Omni Slash takes down the Wraith King. The Witch Doctor is gonna fall, and this Viper is gonna be last, and he does shatter to the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast. So yeah, that's still a lot more kills going in the way of Adventure Time. And was the tower denied? I'm not sure if the tower denied there, but either way, yeah, that's still pretty bad for Stay in School right now. A 1,500 gold swing again for Adventure Time. So yeah, the lead is pretty much definitely gonna be in favor of Adventure Time right now. Stay in School really need to get their act together in order to make a comeback in this game. I wouldn't say that things are too desperate for them, too bleak for them, because the Wraith King, yeah, probably still has the better late game potential over the Juggernaut, I would say. Just because the Wraith King has 2 lives and is quite tankier compared to the Juggernaut. So we'll see where this takes us. But right now, yeah, they managed to take down the Sand King. The Sand King, I think, teleported there without reinforcement. The Wraith King also teleported to the tower, but managed to blink out before he got caught by any of the stuns. So they're moving in. The Puck, however, scouted by the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin Vendetta looking for a kill right now. Might go for the Witch Doctor instead. The Witch Doctor right now caught no one. Yeah, right there in the middle of things, and the Viper is gonna fall as well. The Wraith King moves into initiate. He has a reincarnation, so they might be able to make a play out of this. The Juggernaut still at full HP, just whacking away at the Wraith King. Wraith King reincarnation is triggered. The Puck is gonna get dived at by the Storm Spirit, but no further engagement is gonna happen. The Puck is running quite low. Gonna be able to survive this. He has a gem, so I think the gem was recently just delivered to him because he wasn't able to catch the Nyx Assassin there when the Nyx Assassin initiated on the Witch Doctor. So a bit of an unfortunate delay there for the Puck. But either way, Adventure Time still solidifying their lead. Right now, 10,000 gold in favor of Adventure Time and EXP. 15,000 almost. So yeah, in terms of gold farm, the top three are definitely way ahead of stay in school. In EXP, however, yeah, it's actually the top four heroes that have the most EXP here for Adventure Time. Even the next assassin actually has quite a bit of farm, considering that quite a bit of EXP, considering that he's been roaming for the most part of the game, not really farming creeps, but been effective in finding pickoffs. Actually, he has 10 assists right now, so doing a lot of work there. But they have a gem right now, stay in school, so they might be able to counter the next engagement brought in by the next assassin. But the Wraith King here blinks and stuns a Juggernaut illusion, so they decide to move out of that. We have an engagement right now, however. The Sand King catches out the next assassin. The next assassin falls before they could do anything. Stun on the Storm Spirit, but Storm Spirit should be able to move away. Isn't really silenced. So that's gonna be the end of that for Stay in School. Gonna play a bit more conservatively right now. Don't want to press their luck. They know that they could still get the fight turned around on them, because the Doom still has that ultimate, and the Ancient Apparition might have an Ice Blast. That's actually the one probably that manages to ruin their team fights. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast just wrecks so much of their staying potential in a team fight, because they can't use the Viper mech, and they're limited to around 87% of their HP, because they can't go below, or 90% rather, because it's just a level 1. They can't go below 10%, so that reduces their HP effectively to 90%, and that's quite a bit of quite a bit of a disadvantage actually, when you think about it, because sometimes it just hinges on the last few hundred HP, whether or not you make it out alive from an engagement, or you die and give the win to them. Okay, so yeah, right now Adventure Time still unsure what to do. They've taken down all the tier 1s, and they can move on to the tier 2s, but right now it's looking to be maybe a risky move for them. So they smoke up. They're gonna look for some pickoffs probably. If not, they might just place a ward here on the Radiant jungle, but they have no observer wards, I would say. Yeah, sentries, no observers. Yeah, they don't have any observers, so they're not gonna be able to place a ward right there. But they might catch out the Witch Doctor right now. He's at the front. The initiate is there from the Storm Spirit, and the Ice Blast hits too. The Viper right now is doomed out. The Puck low on health, and the Viper falls as well. The Wraith King is forced to reincarnate, but has no one behind him anymore. So the Wraith King is probably gonna fall. Does an armlet toggle, but not gonna be enough to save him. The Viper buys back, but not gonna do anything. Sand King retreats actually. Wasn't able to use the epicenter, so didn't really get a proper team fight going on there. Yeah, so it was a 4-for-nothing exchange with the Viper buying back, and that buyback might have been a very inefficient move for Stay in School right now. So yeah, that's the first buyback of the game, I would say. Maybe it was a panic buyback. But either way, I think the Viper bought back after 3 of them died already, so not too much of use. But yeah, Stay in School right now, 5 men are back up, so they're gonna force Adventure Time to retreat, and no tier 2s are gonna fall just this minute. So we have smoke right now from Stay in School. Maybe they're gonna look for someone who's farming here. They're gonna expect Adventure Time to try to take advantage of the previous situation. Farm this right now. The next assassin is caught. He has the gem, so Stay in School want to get this back. Right now the next assassin is invisible. They don't have detection, I suppose, but the Witch Doctor casts the ult. The Doom is getting hit, but not enough. The Doom is so tanky. The Doom might fall actually. A lot of physical damage already, but yeah, the last stun comes in. The gem is dropped. So the Nyx Assassin has fallen, but the Wraith King has no more reincarnation. So yeah, that's the end of that. That's a 5-for-1 exchange in favor of Adventure Time again. They also got the gem back, even though they lost it on the Nyx. But yeah, let's check out the recap. Right now, that's 2,700 gold in favor of Adventure Time, and that's just so much of a dominance right now. As you can see here in the damage run, this is actually an interesting feature to look at. Yeah, Adventure Time was able to deal just so much damage on top of Stay in School, 6,300. That's more than double what Stay in School could deal. I would have said that actually in burst damage potential, Stay in School had the advantage in the draft because the Epicenter and the Witch Doctor's Death Ward actually deals a lot of AoE damage in team fights. But I think just because they lost the early game, they weren't able to get levels too much on the heroes, get them properly leveled and properly equipped with the right items. So yeah, they've been failing to get pickoffs pretty much in all of the team fights. And if you start a team fight 4 versus 5 or 3 versus 5 even, because Stay in School, just gets managed to get burst down almost immediately by the Storm Spirit, and the Juggernaut or the Nyx Assassin even can burst the Witch Doctor down pretty much. Yeah, they're not able to dish out a lot of the damage potential that they actually have. So yeah, another movement here. The Sand King has invisibility. Not gonna be pursued any further. The Nyx Assassin still has the gem, so no detection right there for Stay in School. However, the Nyx Assassin is in position to get a good stun off. The Sand King is really away from his team. Nyx Assassin breaks the Vendetta, but Sand King was able to blink away, so no pursuit is gonna happen there. And I guess Adventure Time is really looking to push this tier 2 tower in the mid, because they've been just gathered up here and behind, looking for someone to initiate on the Doom. The Doom is their tankiest hero, also has a BKB, so they're not afraid to put the Doom up front. They want actually Stay in School to initiate on the Doom, so they can counter initiate with everyone else with the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast and with the Storm Spirit. But yeah, Stay in School playing a lot more wisely. They're not gonna initiate on this Doom unless the Doom here is caught out behind the tower, but Storm Spirit still initiates. He has the BKB up. The Ice Blast is gonna hit 2, 3, and the Omni Slash just takes care of the rest of Stay in School, and the Reincarnation is popped by the Wraith King, and the Wraith King is forced to blink out immediately after that. Adventure Time takes down a tower, and right now it's 10-37. This game couldn't be any much more in favor of Adventure Time right now. They're gonna be able to take down this tier 3 in the mid, and they want to push this into the racks. I think they can. Stay in School is not gonna be able to contest this, and this is gonna be the first lane of racks gonna fall for Adventure Time. And Stay in School right now, they're really a foot behind in this match. So Adventure Time, they make their retreat. They've had their victory, and they're gonna look for more exploits later on. But right now, yeah, they're taking their retreat, and maybe they're gonna look to go on Roche in a while. The Juggernaut is on the top lane. Yeah, but the Doom and the Nyx Assassin are going for the Roche right now, and everyone else actually. It's just a Juggernaut who's away. Nyx Assassin actually getting bashed by Roshan. Doom also taking quite a bit of damage. I don't think they have the capacity to stay here. They need lifesteal or the Juggernaut ward. But right now, Stay in School, they make a movement. Adventure Time seemed to sense this. So, yeah, they know that the Roche has been damaged. They know that they've been there. They Stay in School know that Adventure Time wants to make a Roche attempt, or at least try to. But yeah, not gonna find anyone there, and the smoke is gonna wear off soon. So no Stay in School. They're not gonna be there anymore. Yeah. So both teams could just gonna miss each other right there. I think what Stay in School right now need is to just get a perfect epicenter combo. But right now the Viper's doomed, and the Star Spirit just follows up. The Viper's gonna fall. The Omni Slash from the Juggernaut just takes down the Witch Doctor, and this Wraith King just falls next to everyone else. The Reincarnation sadly isn't there for another 20 seconds. Buck is just hiding here in the trees. Not really able to do anything, just hid immediately after the rest of his team fell. And right now, yeah, Adventure Time is gonna do a take 2 on the Roche. This is attempt number 2. Ninja's Assassin again getting brought on low HP by the Roshan. But the Juggernaut Ward is here this time, so that's gonna keep them alive, and they're gonna be able to take down Roche in just a few seconds without too much of a contest from Stains. So that's the first Roche of the game, going for Adventure Time, and the Aegis actually not picked up by anyone. I think they want the Storm Spirit to get that, yeah, because the Storm Spirit is gonna be their primary initiator most of the time, or at least he's the one who's going deep behind enemy lines.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So right now we have Nyx Assassin looking for potential kill somewhere. Right now we have Pinks coming in from Stay in School on the Wraith King. Wraith King, stay back, be safe. And back he did go into the trees and teleported away. Just in time to avoid getting killed by Adventure Time, because they made a wraparound here on this tier 2 tower. But this tier 2 tower at the top lane is gonna fall, and Adventure Time might be looking to turn this into the second lane of Rax. So they're pushing up this lane. They have the creep wave, and do they want to initiate here on the high ground of Stay in School? Okay, so yeah, we have the initiation. The Storm Spirit actually fell, but right now the Reincarnation from the Aegis, and everyone from Stay in School is just brought solo. Witch Doctor is doomed, gonna survive just a bit. The Puck, however, it gets chased by the Storm Spirit. So yeah, that's 4 down for Adventure Time. Yeah, a death here supposed to be from Adventure Time, but that's just the Aegis, so that really doesn't count. But yeah, Adventure Time takes down this second lane of Rax, and it's gonna be the GG call for Stay in School. And alright, 35 minutes in, the first game of this best of 3 series goes to Adventure Time. Alright, that was pretty dominating kind of game from Adventure Time over Stay in School. But will Stay in School be able to bounce back from this defeat? We should see soon, because this is a best of 3 and we're gonna have a game 2. So guys, hang on and stay tuned, and we're gonna go into a game 2 after a short break. Alright.